Full disclosure.
Yeah.
This is episode 3.
Yeah.
Day 2 of filming.
Yeah.
Our 3rd film of the week, or 4th film technically. It went wrong.
I lost you. Yeah, it's only taken 3 episodes, and here we are at the halfway house in Runcorn, but you went to Liverpool. Matt, 3rd episode. We're doing about 14 episodes. Anyway, we're finally here.
At the actual halfway house, not the halfway house which is on the other side. I had to pay a toll charge to get here, to cross the sea.
Yeah, I know. But another recommended venue, so looking forward to getting in. Let's go and see. Let's go and find out.
There's a board in here, Andy.
Right, there's a board in here. There's one in the main and there's one at the back. There's kind of 3 spread out. I kind of like that for if you're playing a game and you can go in another room and practice.
Not good for a tournament.
No, but...
Great for match night.
Yeah, and so 3 boards in a place this size feels about right.
Footprint was important for this series to develop what we did in series 2. Amount of boards for how many people you think you're going to get.
Yeah, and we've walked in at lunchtime. We can get on any of the 3 boards we want.
Good sized room. You won't want more than 1 board in here. I think it's solid.
Yeah, I do.
I think anything lower than an 8's probably harsh.
I was thinking 8.
Oh,
that's
perfect.
a good start. Yeah, definitely. Right, so board condition, Matt. This is an interesting one, right? Because this section looks like it's hammered and the rest of it looks okay. And the board in the other room looks okay as well. So I don't really know where to start. What do you call this?
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's been proper tried. The wire, I can't think what the word is. It's like, not weeping.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm trying to...
Yeah, the sides was bulging a bit and the wire's wavy.
But take out that slice, the rest of it looks very good. Weird one here that this sort of, whatever you call this bit, rubber bit, that's holding in the wire is a little loose. Other than that, it doesn't affect the plane of the board.
Do you know what? I feel like I'm going to be really, really harsh here, and maybe I shouldn't be. But I was kind of at 5.
Ooh, I was 7.
Oh, right.
Just because, like, if we think about the percentage of the board, that's such a small percentage. That's like a bigger percentage. That's only a small bit. There's plenty of wear in it.
I'm just trying to work it out.
Well, it's not a 5.
There's 4 segments out of 20 that aren't very good. Yeah, the other board's better. Okay, we'll go 6.
6.
Let's go 6.
6.
Yeah, 6. So, measurements.
Tag team measurements.
Tag team, yeah. We've done this before, haven't we? If we've got a shelf, put a dart in.
What tag team would we be?
What tag team would we be? Let me have a think about that while I measure this. Laurel and Hardy, probably. Oh, heck. Well, you got that in the right place?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fair bit high, then. That's a little bit high.
Let me...
You're doing the nose thing. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
the nose doesn't go in.
No, it's under the
The
bottom.
nose check, it's under the, the nose check. Right, let's do the diagonal. You can pop that in the ball for me. Okay, it's going to be a tiny bit short. High and short.
That makes it more of a square than a rectangle.
Oh, God. I just had a little bit of a throw and thought it was all right, Matt, but high and short equals...
I think it's the bushwhackers. Who we are with the bushwhackers.
Oh, I thought it was 4 out of 10. Well, I'm not sure I can stay in this position for long, but this is cool. This has been made by somebody. They've cut it out of the wood and then coloured it in, put some flights in. I've never seen anything like that before.
I've not with the flights. That's a really nice consideration. It looks really nice as well. Nice, solid bit of wood. Couple of things, though. It's narrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I knew girth was coming into it.
There's no ambience.
No, there's definitely no ambience.
I mean, there is a little bit of, like, feature, which is cool. Feature's good.
Feature's good.
But is this available if you came in and I came in just to have a throw, or do we get the tape that's underneath?
I don't know the answer. Those that normally sit in the floor have a bit of movement. That has got none.
Yeah.
So it's getting extra consideration for that. I don't even think it's wide enough for me. And I never go on about the width.
This is tiled.
Right.
So Oche, when I tow up to the Oche, I'm standing on this tile, which has got little grainings and dips in the floor, and depending where I stand, I might even stand in some of the little grooves. When you're coming into position, you can feel that the floor's not flat. But it's
I
flat.
know you like
but
a raised hockey. I know you like ambience. I know you like girth. Kind of dread to think what you're going to say, to be honest.
No, I don't mind it. I mean, I like the design. It's a little bit uninspiring. 6.
This is where, when we pick a board, I think there's some better lighting on one of the other boards. But we pick a board usually, and we usually stick to it.
But we have to consider other factors since access to play.
2 spotlights can be okay.
You need 3. You need a 3 spot.
Yeah?
And you just need 1 in the middle, and you need the 2 either side. With a 2 spot, you're coming from 2 angles, you're always going to get shadow.
I can see you're getting shadow just from...
It's a 2 spot with no...
So I daren't even put this in. Let's pop it in. Is there any shadow? Yes. I always talk about lighting above where you're throwing. There is some, but it's a different light.
It's almost a bit ambience-y.
It is, I was just going to say that. It's a bit ambient light, and it's a different colour. It's there, but it's offering a different light. So I'm not happy about the light on the board because of the shadow. I'm okay with the light above me, but not delirious about it.
If I was to say to you, Andy, before we leave today, let's fix this board up a little bit. Let's leave them a 270 light.
Yeah.
Where are you going to plug it in?
There's no plug.
So we can't even help out.
It's a long way off the best. I want to say...
I know what's coming.
To say 5.
I thought yes.
I'm a bit gutted in a way.
Yeah.
So the halfway house at the halfway point, not easy to say, is 29 points. Now, they've been let down a little bit by measurements. Having spoken to the landlord here, he actually says in Runcorn they play from 7'6". So I'm kind of therefore not really surprised that the measurements are a bit out once we've gone to the 7'9". That being said, measurement should really be the easiest category to get right. So 29 is a low score, but at this moment a deserved score. Can they do better in part 2?
You don't like it, but I'm going to defend it a little bit. I mean, first of all, yes, it's got a few holes in it.
A few holes?
But
It looks like Clint Eastwood's been in here, Matt.
yes, this pen doesn't work. That's not the venue's fault, because what's happened, someone's left it, there's a radiator there, heat's come up, dried it out.
There's another pen, does that one work?
Yes, I've checked this one already, that one works, and it rubs out.
Yeah, right, okay. So whiteboard, usable, but has been hit a few times.
As long as you don't need to write in... Oh, you can write over them.
You can write over the holes.
Yeah. So we go up here, look, Andy,
Yeah.
26 leaves 475. Yeah, you can see what you want.
Yeah, so it works.
25.
It's usable. Do you know what would be good there?
An electronic scorer.
No.
A chalkboard.
Yes. Could have whiteboard on one side, chalkboard on the other. There's enough room for the marker. That's missing a trick, but easily fixable.
Ah, but that's not everything, Andy. Look on the wall over to... Now, granted...
What's he doing over there?
Now, remember we said there's no electronic to sort the lighting problem out. This is probably because it's near a socket. Now, it's not the most convenient...
Hang on a minute. Right, go and throw a dart. 26...
Well, you could stand a little bit more into the wall. Like.
40... Now I'm facing you. Is that better?
Look, let me show you throw a dart. Let me show you, look. 26...
Yeah, now I've got to go over to the left. You feel comfortable?
Yeah, feel fine, yeah.
It's in the wrong place.
Or, you could maybe just sort of...
You try to big this up, Matt. There's a whiteboard that's knackered. There's an electronic that's in the wrong place. Oh, Christ. It's not good. It's not good. And it is fixable. You can make this so much better. It's 3.
Oh.
I've just been distracted. January sale, £2 a drink. That's rather good, isn't it?
Your
Bottles
sort
of
of price,
drinks,
isn't it?
glasses of house wine, £2. Jaeger bombs, £2.
You paid £8 for a glass last night.
A fiver,
Not
and
a Jaeger bomb,
you'd be on your back. House starts. This is what we've been given. This is what we've got. What have we got? Got any sets?
What's that? That's got a star in it.
Ooh. Oh, there's another hit. Ooh. What are these?
Is that Ryan Searles? What's that?
I don't know.
There's only one of it.
We've got 3 and a bit sets.
Right. We've got one of them darts,
Okay.
one of them,
Yeah.
and one of them.
Shall we put them away then? 'Cause we don't need them, do we?
We've got 2 of them,
2 of them. That's no good.
2 of them.
That's no good. And we got some spares. Sort of.
Okay.
Ish.
They're very usable. They're good condition flights.
Yep.
I'm uninspired.
We're expecting tungsten, aren't we? That's the problem.
And then the next thing is we've also said we're going to expand on this to make it even more transparent in how we're scoring it. We're also scoring this in relation to the facility. So this has 3 boards. That's 1 set of darts per board.
Series 1, this might have been an okay selection. Series 3 ain't going to cut it.
We've changed the way in which we score this to keep it fresh. And with that in mind, it can't be more than 5.
5 points it is. This feels like our table here. This is where we'd sit and watch Dave throw in at the front, innit? We're far enough away. Go on, Dave. Good arts, mate. Pretty decent sized room for a...
Bars out the way, but the toilet isn't. Now, the toilet is over in the corner.
Yes.
And to get to that, you've got to go past it. Now, there's a table in the way as well. If Dave's just come in with Gary for a few pints, and tonight's curry night, and you can dip your cheese and your sandwich in the curry, and you think, do you know what? Before that comes out, I'm going to go to the toilet to wash my hands.
Yes.
Because I've been on the builder's yard all day.
Yes.
And I don't want to get any cement or any residue on my cheese and onion butty.
But do you know what's clever? The door doesn't close properly. That's consideration.
How's that clear? What if I'm sat in there right now having a dump and you're trying to play darts and the door doesn't shut?
And I'm just on double 16 for the match and I can hear you in... No.
Yeah.
Acoustics are good, bar's there, I'm having a right good night. But we've seen a lot better. So, on that bet, and I know they do play matches in the other rooms.
And I bet the food... Do you know there's always that venue in your league that you can't wait to because the food's amazing?
It's a 6.
Why 6?
Because where the toilet is, the room...
That looks absolutely picturesque.
That's a beautiful half a Guinness, isn't it?
Do you like that?
I love Guinness.
See, I think it's one of those divisive things because I went to the Guinness factory in Ireland.
If I drink it while you talk.
Oh, you crack on. And we went into this room in Dublin and it was like a taste testing room, sensory room. You don't have to finish it all. And they said, and they taught you how to drink it. And they said, that's the nicest Guinness you'll ever have in your life. And I hated it, so I thought, I'm never going to drink that out of a can.
Do you know what that's called on the side of the glass?
Guinness.
Shtick.
Massive TVs. Not just one, but 2. 2 big screen TVs.
It's a big TV,
It is, yeah.
Bar. Tick. Fantastic.
Oh,
yeah?
Well stocked. I mean, they've got my fruity ciders, they've got my Wickeds.
Loads of snacks, but no food. It's
They
an
do on
old-fashioned
match
boozer.
night. They do on match night.
Yeah, but not to buy. That's just for the teams and stuff. There's no, you can't get burger and chips or anything like that. There's no. On the fact the Guinness is cracking, on the fact the bar's lovely.
All labels facing the front.
Oh, are they? I'm liking the facilities, Matt. Facilities is a difficult one, and parking's a big thing. You know, it is. I'm liking the facilities here. I'd be thinking 8.
Oh, I'll go with you. Yeah, that works. If you come in here for a game of darts, you don't have to pay for parking. There's plenty of it. You're not going to get a ticket for parking on the road. There's no pay for lane. You're not paying for the darts. So this is where value comes into it quite nicely now, because as far as coming to play a game of darts, no cost.
Matt, it's £2 for drinks in January.
Yeah, which is a good deal. And, you know, essentially you come in, that's where they're making their money, isn't it? They bring you in, they want you to be buying a few drinks.
It's £2 for drinks in January.
Great deal, you know, we've already talked about some of the amazing things on there. I mean, Pepsi Max is on there as
Matt,
well.
it's £2 for drinks in January. It's a 10.
10? Saved it. Now, I know you've hammered that Guinness in there, Andy, but this doorway should be wide enough, so we have no problems.
You're straight out, aren't we? Look at that.
That's the doorway.
That's even a poll if you want to do a bit of woohoo. The scores weren't great, but you know when you come away and you think, I just don't mind it in there at all. It had some good stuff going on. It's just our criteria's tough in it. You know, we're really harsh these days.
Well, you are.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a big score, but I still liked it in there, and I'm glad we came.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Shepfo's. Somewhere you'd go there,
Yeah.
but for a game of darts, it didn't just work out.
Halfway house at Runcorn. Thanks for having us. Nothing more to say? You?
No. I didn't mind this halfway house, but I thought the halfway house a little bit further down the road was a little bit better. Certainly not in regards for value for money, though. Andy loves that. If you want to get harsh Andy on the side, just give him some cheap drinks. 10 out of 10 saves the day here for the halfway house. A few little areas to work on, but to do that, we'll probably need a board relocation, just due to the lack of electronic. Thought maybe it may score a bit lower than that on first inspection. Good place, but just didn't stand up to our scoring criteria. I'm thinking you've had one coffee,
Oh, it was
and
good,
you're
that.
literally bouncing off the
I
wall.
love
Straight
it.
to the nod.
Wait for the push
Yep,
and the
that's
knob.
the button, yeah.
Push and the knob. Push and the knob. Gee, they're bright. I can't see the damn thing now. They're really bright if you get up close. Because there's a mirror. I hadn't spotted that. Matt, you look deflated.
I mean, part of that's here and part of that's you.
Right, my Oche! Right, my Oche!